Hey guys, what's up? It's Looney TNT. So tonight I went 7 out of 7 on the Emerald Nightmare on normal mode, and on Thursday we're going to start heroics. So that's pretty exciting. But I really wanted to talk about the class and what I was doing, and I'll give a more in-depth guide on what I was doing in another video. But I wanted to talk about the changes that I made for the Emerald Nightmare and how I felt the class performed overall after the nerf, because the nerf was a big deal. It really was. The DPS was a huge step back, and it wasn't like it was a step back where I was like, all right, I'm pretty balanced. I felt really underpowered in a lot of situations, but I wasn't the last. You know what I mean? I wasn't like, well, this is absolutely horrible. Everybody's better than me. It was, I wasn't the best. I wasn't the weakest. I was in that mid-pack. You can call that balanced if you want, but there was so many people doing way more damage than me in classes that are just better than Demon Hunter at the moment. But that's okay. That's not a big deal. But I really wanted to talk about the performance overall. Yes, we did do a lot less damage on single target. AoE, the AoE didn't feel as bad as I thought it would. AoE felt pretty decent. I-Beam is still amazing. Fel Barrage is just absolutely a destroyer when it comes to AoE. But AoE felt pretty good. Single target didn't feel as good. Single target felt kind of lackluster, but I did come up with a way, a little, not a talent spec deal, but I went a couple different spells that I normally don't go, and I actually felt pretty good with it. So these are the talents that I'm using right now. I'm using Fel Mastery, Demon Blades, Fel Blade, Soul Rendering, Nemesis, is that how you pronounce it? Nemesis? Master of the Glaive, and Fel Barrage. So the two that I did differently was I did Fel Blade and Nemesis, right? This spell actually does... I was really happy with this. I was really happy with a 20% buff for 1 minute. It was, I don't know. I felt it did a really good job. What it does is increases damage you inflict against the target by 20% for 1 minute. So what that means is like, if it's a boss fight, that's pretty much when you're going to use it, because it's going to last on the guy, right? So if we continue to read though, when this target is slain, you will inflict 20% additional damage against all creature types matching. Doesn't matter, really. That part doesn't matter. What matters is it's 20% for 1 minute on the character. That is a really good spell, and matched up with Fel Blade, those are the two differences, right? And I felt it was really good because what I was doing was I was really thinking about the class, and the class is a mobile class. The class is running around going crazy, and at times it feels kind of chaotic because you're just, out of range. I didn't like the way it felt. But with Fel Blade, it actually gives me a lot more control to get back into the target. So I really started using my Vengeful Retreat and my Fel Rushes combined with my Fel Blade. And it got me back into the fight faster. I did more damage, in my opinion. Every time that it procced, I was able to keep it on a really good rotation. For some reason, if my Fel Blade wasn't up for some reason, and I had to Fel Rush away, I could Fel Barrage, still do damage as I was running back in, and everything felt really, really good. And I'll kind of go over the rotation that I was using in another video. But that is what I did today, and my numbers weren't amazing, but my numbers were good enough to not make me freak out about the nerfs, right? Because anytime anybody gets a nerf, because other classes got a nerf too, anytime you do get a nerf, it's like, oh crap, how am I going to perform? And I felt I performed pretty decent. It wasn't amazing, but I felt I did okay. So this is what I did. This how I felt about the class. I felt the class did all right. I think there's a lot of room for me as a player to improve my play style, and we're gonna see what happens with that. So I just wanted to let you guys know that you know, Demon Hunter isn't dead. Obviously, you know, sometimes I make videos and it sounds like Demon Hunter's dying and we should never play Demon Hunter and stuff like that. But you know, I'm a video maker and I like to give you guys my raw reaction to things. You know, I don't want to sugarcoat anything. If I feel this way at this time, I'm making a video. I don't want to be like, well, let me sit on it a few days and figure this out. No, I want you guys to kind of know what I'm feeling at that time. So that's pretty much what I'm doing, and that's why I'm making this video. Tired, and after 4 hours of raiding, just did a heroic, and you know, I'm like, you know what, let's talk about it. So that's pretty much what happened. So pretty cool. I felt okay. I felt okay about the class, and I felt pretty good about the changes that I made overall. So we'll see what happens. I'll show you. I did get a piece of gear. I'll show you guys the new items that I got. I'm 849 eye level now. I got a belt that doesn't have crit, and I got a back that was pretty cool, and I think I got something else. Did I get a chest? Yes, I got a Warforged chest also. So that's an 860 item. Does have crit, has haste. Pretty cool. The back had a slot in it, and you know, fun stuff. So one of my guildies actually did win a 850 gloves that I needed, but I gave it to someone else in the raid because you know, it was a better upgrade for them, and you know, I think that's the key, keeping those upgrades coming for the guild so we can clear that content. All right, I'm ready for bed. Thank you guys for watching the video. Like, favorite, share, subscribe, do what you need to do. If any of you guys rated today, how did you guys feel about it? Did you guys feel okay? Was it a little rough? If you're playing a different class, how did you guys feel with your changes? All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys soon.